What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with you, man. This is your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before I get going on today's video, everybody should know what to do by now. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and share the video, bro. If you come through and watch the video, be sure to hit that like button. Put your seatbelt on when you hop in my car. And also comment down below and turn on the notification bell, bro, so you can be notified when we drop the daily content. If you want me on the panel, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email. But let's get it popping and get into today's video. And today, we got some official bad news, bro. Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence is off, bro. And the news dropped yesterday. A lot of people making videos, a lot of people reporting stuff. And I wanted to give it a day, bro. I found out right when it happened. Probably saw the notification come through 5 or 10 minutes. I had already had my video shot for yesterday, and I was like, man, I don't need to make another video on this. There's going to be enough videos made. And I honestly don't like to do stuff while I'm emotional about it or while I'm feeling some type of way about it. I like to give it some time to digest and then kind of bring y'all my objective and kind of thoughts with a clear head, bro. With a clear head. So, couple of things, bro. A couple of things I want to talk about. But before I do the live show tonight, we're going to talk about this subject right here some more in some more detail because I want to interact with y'all. And then also, we're going to talk about why boxing is dying, bro. So we're going to have a lit show tonight. We're going to go about an hour and a half, wherever the show takes us, man. If it's a lit show, could go a little bit longer. We'll see how it goes. But y'all be sure to come through and check out tonight's episode of You Got Knocked the F Out. Episode number 6, man. 7:30 p.m. Central Time. But back to this video, bro. So a couple of things I want to talk about specifically in this video as it pertains to this situation. Errol Spence is making the right decision. His team is making the right decision by pulling out of this fight, right? Because last thing you want to do is go into a boxing match, to a fight for your life, and not be 100% and try to push through it, which he ill-advisedly actually tried to do if you're really paying attention to the news. He said himself they went and saw 3 doctors. For those of you that have been to the hospital, whether it be for some health issues or if you're an athlete yourself and you were competing very seriously, when you hear bad news and you hear shit you don't want to hear, you go to other doctors to try to get some new news, to try to get a different diagnosis so you can either continue to play or continue to compete in your sport. So the fact that he went to 3 doctors in and of itself shows me and tells me he was trying to do everything he can to make this fight happen, and even went and showed up to the Nevada after getting these diagnoses. Even went and showed up just to do his little physical at the for the Nevada Commission or whatever to see if he was cleared to fight. Showed up for that, and then they found it, and that's how the fight ended up getting canceled. So he even tried to go to Vegas and show up for that shit and see if he could still fight, bro. So I appreciate the effort of him trying to push through, but as a man, I'm glad that, you know, he wasn't able to do it. As a boxing fan, I'm disappointed as shit. But just as a human being, bro, I don't want nobody going in there being hampered. And then you fight Manny Pacquiao, bro. He's hard as hell, fast as hell, legend in the game. You don't want to fight him compromised, bro. So I'm glad that, you know, that cooler heads prevailed and he's going to go take care of himself and get better. So that's kind of that part of it in terms of the actual him, you know, not being able to fight against Manny Pacquiao. That's the part of it. Disappointed as a boxing fan, but as a person and as a human being, man, take care of yourself, bro. Because you can have all the millions in the world, but if you can't see shit, you just can't see shit, bro. You can't buy vision. You know what I'm saying? You can maybe make your vision better with this new LASIK surgery shit or some glasses or some contacts and shit. But if you go blind, bro, shit. If your eyes damaged beyond repair, you just blind, bro. You know what I'm saying? So salute to everybody involved with that. Wishing Errol Spence nothing but a speedy recovery, man, from right here at Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Now, the other part of it, bro, because there's some nasty narratives going on here. They saying he ducking, they saying he lying. This is some conspiracy theory. And then, you know, people like me that believe Tyson Fury is a liar, they say, well, oh, you need proof with Tyson Fury, but you don't need proof with Errol Spence. Let me just really quickly say, shut the hell up, bro. Tyson Fury is a known, proven liar, bro, and a proven drug cheat, if nothing else. Somebody that's been on drugs profusely, bro. Errol Spence's worst thing is he liked to party too much and he drank. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was doing, bro, when he was being undisciplined. But Errol Spence ain't no liar, bro. And so if the man say he got an injury, I'm gonna believe him at his word. And you may say it's favoritism or it's truth, bro. I hold the right to have my opinion on who I think is a liar, who I think is telling the truth, and who I think is lying, bro. Just like y'all do. That's watching the video right now. And I believe Errol Spence when he say he got an injury, bro. I don't think there's any duck in him. When you look at how he moves, you look at who he is fought, you look at the way that he conducts himself, I don't think he was ducking Manny Pacquiao. I think he was looking forward in his mind, because now I can't pick the fight. I think in his mind, he was looking forward to stopping Manny Pacquiao. He was ready for war, bro. He was ready for war. So confident, in fact, it seemed like he tried to fight with an injury, bro. So miss me with that, bro. Yeah, all y'all that's pushing that narrative, do you, bro. Get your money, get your views, get your clicks, however you want to get them. That's your prerogative. But, you know, I don't see no ducking Errol Spence. I don't see no lie here, bro. I believe what he's saying. Now, as far as Yordenis Ugas getting this opportunity, salute to him. That's why you stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. This is not the fight I wanted. This is not the fight that the fans want to see. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's a good fight. Manny Pacquiao versus Yordenis Ugas will be for the Super WBA title. You know, and oddly enough, it gets us, you know, a step closer to undisputed. And so it's cool. It's going to be a good fight. It's a competitive fight. Anybody thinking that Manny Pacquiao just going to run over Yordenis Ugas, you need to learn a little bit more about Yordenis Ugas. I'm not going to pick the fight yet. I will pick it, you know, as we get closer to the day and let y'all know who I think is going to win that fight. But it's a good fight. So, you know, a good save by the PBC. I personally would have liked them to just postpone the fight. And I'll get to why in a second, rather than all out canceling the fight and moving it and replacing the opponent for Manny Pacquiao. I would have rather that happen. I would have rather them cancel the fight. And the reason why is because this was a small tear. According to Errol Spence himself, he said he had a small tear in his retina. Not a detached retina like some people are irresponsibly reporting. A detached retina is a more serious injury, much more serious injury. He's saying that he has a small tear in his retina, which means that with surgery, you go look it up, it's about a 2 to 4 week recovery period. You know, for a normal person. Obviously, for a boxer who get hit in their damn eye for a living, it could be longer than that, but it's a relatively short recovery period for something like that. And I think we'll see Errol Spence sooner rather than later. For people thinking he's going to be out a year, he's going to be out 18 months, I think that's highly unlikely. I think we're talking about a few months here. It is a possibility that he could fight in 2021. After all, we're talking the end of the year, November, December type deal, depending upon who he is matched up against. And so for that reason, with the injury not being overly serious, I would have liked to see them just bump Yordenis Ugas up to the main event and have an opponent there, and then allow Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence to fight at a later date. Now, that's probably unrealistic because maybe they sold so many pay-per-views already. Manny Pacquiao has to fight on a date no matter what. So it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Now, for the main part that I wanna talk about, and then we're gonna talk about this a lot more because there's a lot more little things to unwrap on this. A lot of people are saying, see, this is why Canelo Alvarez didn't wanted that guarantee. This is why he wanted that guarantee that he would get a replacement fighter. This is why he wanted that. But this is also why no one would agree to that shit. And this is also why Caleb Plant is right not to sign that shit. See, the shit goes both ways, right? So imagine if Errol Spence had that shit in the contract with Manny Pacquiao. Imagine if Manny Pacquiao had to wait on Errol Spence because he signed some shit where he don't get to move on, right? Where Errol Spence can hold him hostage, like what people were asking Caleb Plant to sign, right? Imagine if he signed that shit. That means Manny Pacquiao would have to wait for Errol Spence to get better. Luckily, this injury looks like it's not as serious as some were led to believe, but he would have to wait for Errol Spence to get better before he could fight again. He wouldn't even be able to fight Yordenis Ugas if he would have signed some shit that people were asking Caleb Plant to sign as it pertains to the whole replacement opponent clause in the Canelo Alvarez-Caleb Plant negotiations. This reason right here is why you don't sign shit like that. So that if something happens to the other fighter, you're able to continue your career. You're able to still get your money. You know what I'm saying? It should be fair across the board with that. Like, that's a very, very, you know, simple thing to think and a logical way to think, right? You know what I'm saying? And you got some people that are so off base and so crazy here on YouTube, bro, that they're like, yeah, Canelo, he didn't fall into the PBC trap. And you see why now. See Manny Pacquiao. Well, bro, what if Manny Pacquiao did sign that shit? What if Errol Spence had that in his contract, bro? Just because Spence was the one to get hurt don't mean Manny couldn't have got hurt too. So for either fighter, it's just dumb to sign some shit like that where you got to put your career on hold for somebody if they get hurt, bro. Nobody's signing that shit. Nobody. And to ask for that shit is ludicrous, bro. You know how pissed Manny Pacquiao fans would be? You know how pissed boxing fans would be if they said, yo, we wanted to replace a fighter for Manny, but he signed this contract with Errol Spence to where he got to wait on Errol Spence, and now Errol Spence is hurt, and Manny can't fight until Errol Spence gets better. Yeah, man, people lose their mind, bro. People lose their damn mind. So, overall, man, the news, very disheartening. Seems like we losing a lot in 2021, man. We got Fury and Wilder got pushed back. You know what I'm saying? Now we got this going on. We got what happened to Michael Fox going on. Like, it's just, we need something towards the end of the year that's gonna get us right, man. We need some big fights. We need, hopefully people stay healthy. You know what I mean? And put on some good performances, man, because boxing started off really, really good this summer. Yeah, I mean, we had Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano, but, you know, big fights are few and far between. And that's part of the thing that we're going to address on the live stream tonight, bro, is like, yes, we should be disappointed, but the reason people are so disappointed in this fight not happening, the reason that people are so disappointed in Errol Spence getting hurt, because we don't get the fights that we want to see as fans, bro. We don't get the big fights that we want. Like, imagine if this happened, right? But you still knew you had Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney. You still knew you had Gervonta Tank Davis versus Josh Taylor. You still knew you had Jermell Charlo versus Brian Castano 2 happening. You still had Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder happen when it was supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? And you already got, you know, Chocolatito versus Juan Estrada. You know what I'm saying? You have Gary Russell versus Leo Santa Cruz coming down the pipe. You know what I mean? You would have, you know, stuff like that, bro. We knew Canelo and Caleb Plant was signed. If this happened and boxing was moving how it was supposed to move and we were getting all the big fights that we should be getting, you know what I'm saying, from these promoters, from these fighters, from these networks, then when news like this happens, it wouldn't hurt as much. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what other sports have on boxing that kind of makes me, you know, feel like the sport is dying, bro. Just to give y'all an insight into some of the things that I think about when I'm talking about boxing or when I'm thinking about building content for the channel. Like, if we had big fights right now, if we had other shit lined up, then, you know, people wouldn't be so hurt by this if all our stars were fighting each other. You know what I mean? Like, if we had these huge events that were going on a regular basis, then people wouldn't care this much about Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence not happening. You'd be hurt, you'd be disappointed. But if you knew for a fact Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter was signed, you wouldn't give a damn, bro. I mean, not that you wouldn't give a damn, it would ease the pain of that, and that's where the other sports have in line. Like, yeah, if a big star in basketball get hurt, you still got other stars that's stepping up, and they all have to play each other. So it still makes it for intrigue, right? You have a big football star go down, it's cool because, yeah, that fans of that particular star, fans of that particular team, yeah, bro, they gonna be like, damn, bro, we don't really have a shot like that. But then you still will get other great matchups. You still get other great teams, you know, playing against each other, bro. And that's how boxing should be. Like, if we had regular, consistent, good fights and great fights and pay-per-view worthy fights and mega fights that were worthy of everyone's attention, if we had that on a regular basis, it wouldn't hurt so much when we finally get one and it falls through. That's all I'm saying, bro. But I'll let y'all get back to it again. Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence, it's off, man. We'll talk about it more on the live stream tonight. You Got Knocked the F Out, episode number 6, coming to you tonight at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Be sure to tune in, man. It's going to be a great show. We're going to be talking about this in particular. And then we also are going to talk about why I believe the sport of boxing is dying, bro. We got a poll up on that particular question, so please go be sure to go and vote. I want to participate with you guys. I want to know what your thoughts are, and I want us to have a good show tonight, man. So come through and kick it with your boy. I appreciate everybody watching the video. Enjoy the rest of y'all day, and with that, we out here, y'all. Peace.